Hi guys, it's Mr. Corzine. I've got your topic 2 practice test here, and the purpose of this video and what you're doing right now is you are going to study. You're going to practice. So what I want you to do, if I've asked you to watch this video, I want you to get your paper out that looks just like the one that's in front of that's on your screen right now, and I want you to follow all steps. I want you to do all the parts with me so that you've practiced it correctly. Now, there are other ways that you can go back and work on your own, but I want you to follow along with me on this so that you know what I'm looking for on the test. Okay? So let's start with number 1. It says solve and show all steps. We've got 5w minus 3 equals 32. What I would like for you to do, I know this is kind of an extra step, but I want you to rewrite it over here. 5w minus 3 equals 32. So it's in your own writing. And then the next thing that we'll do is, since w is getting multiplied times 5 and is getting reduced by 3, we're going to take care of any addition or subtraction first. I'm going to do the opposite of subtract 3, which is add 3 on both sides. Some of you guys might like to draw this line down here. That's fine. Some of you don't. You don't have to if you don't want to. But then this cancels out, so I just have 5w is equal to 35. Now I have a one-step equation that's pretty simple. I can divide by 5 on both sides, and w equals 7. Okay? I put a box around my answer, and then I'm all done. Make sure you show me all of these steps. If you don't have all these steps, please make sure that those go in there. If I went a little bit too fast for you, go ahead and pause or rewind and go back and finish this up and make your problem look like my problem. All right, next step, think about the process. What is the first operation used to solve this equation? As I look at this equation, this is a two-step equation. There is x is getting multiplied times 1/2, but it's also getting increased by 9 in order to equal 4. Well, whenever we would go to solve a problem like this, a two-step equation, we always take care of any addition or subtraction first. So in this problem, I would subtract 9 on both sides. Okay, this would cancel out, and I would get 1/2 x. That's what's left over here. I got my line going down from my equal sign. On the other side, 4 minus 9, don't forget we're dealing with integers. That's a negative 1/2. So I'm going to pause right here for a second and go back to this question. What is the first operation used to solve this equation? Operation means adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. Those are all your operations. What you did first is you subtracted first, so you used subtraction. Okay, they're just looking to see if you can describe or explain what's going on, and so that's what you did here. Now I want to go back and finish this problem. 1/2 x equals -5. Whenever I have a variable that's being multiplied times a fraction, the way that I will cancel this out is I will multiply times the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply times the opposite fraction, 2 over 1. 2 over 1 times 1/2 basically makes it equal 1. So now I just have 1x here. But I also have to multiply times 2 over 1 on this side. Now I'll make it look like a fraction right now, but 2 over 1 is really just 2. So 2 times a -5 makes a -10. I put a box around it like this, and that's it. I'm all done. Make sure that your problem looks like my problem. If you don't have your problem organized or you haven't shown your steps on both sides of the equation, go back, make sure that that's done, and then catch up with me, okay? Number 3, Eric went to the movies with his friends on his birthday. His mom bought 4 drinks, they were all the same price, and a big popcorn to share. Which equation represents the total cost T of all the money spent on snacks? Let D represent the price for each drink. Okay, so we need to find an equation that will match this situation. In this situation, we bought 4 drinks and popcorn, right? So you got 4 drinks and popcorn. Do we know how much each drink cost? No, we don't know. Whenever we don't know, we can just use like D. I'll change colors here. D. So that's the drinks. And how many of them? 4 of them. That's right here. But there was something else. In addition to that, we also bought popcorn. So we add on to the price $6.50 for popcorn. Okay, well, that's cool. In the end, that all added up to a total cost. So they totaled that up at the counter, and you had to give this big amount, whatever that amount was. In this case, the total cost we're going to use as T. Now, when I do that, well, I need to figure out if one of these equations matches over here. I see 4 equals T equals 650. This one's no good because it's got this it's got an equal sign more than once. That's not a good thing. You don't want it. So equals equals, that's not good. We get rid of that. What I do see is 4D plus 650 right here. 4D plus 650 is equal to T. So my equation was just like in the opposite order. So that's what we want. We want this equation right here. Okay, great. Now they want you to solve the equation to find the cost of each drink. Hey, we can't solve it yet unless we know the total. So I'm going to tell you the total right now. The total was that, that mom bought. The total was, what if we said it was $10? Okay, the total was $10. If the total was $10, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to rewrite my equation, only this time it's going to say $10 is equal to 4D plus $6.50. So from here, 4 times D plus 650, I'm going to take care of any addition or subtraction first. I'm going to do the opposite of add 650. So I'm going to subtract 650 on both sides. Okay, so this cancels out, and now I get 4D is equal to, and it's 10 minus 650, so that's $3.50. From here, I will divide by 4. So I know this isn't great because I have to do 350 divided by 4. But if you use your calculator and you do 3.5 divided by 4, you should be able to find out, and I'm doing it on my calculator right now, 3.5 divided by 4. It's not going to be awesome. It's going to be 0.875, okay, is equal to D. Hey, is this an amount of money? Because if it is, then that means it's 88 cents per drink. Okay, that's what we're looking for. I know that wasn't great. Maybe I should have used a different number for the total, but that's where we're at right now. All right, last one for this front side of the page. What is the value of V when 6V minus 10 is equal to 2V plus 2? I'm going to section this off a little bit. I'm going to make sure and put my answer in here. Each drink costs 88 cents. Okay. So now I want to highlight the fact that there's a variable on both sides of the equation. When we have that, I'm going to draw my line down the middle. When we have that, we want to cancel out one of the variables. So I usually look for the smaller one, and I say, well, I'm going to take away 2V. Because if I take away 2V, that will cancel out. If I take away 2V on the right-hand side, I will also take away 2V on the left-hand side. What's left is 2 over here, because this is my only thing left now, but everything else is canceled out. And then 6V minus 2V is 4V, and I bring down my minus 10. From here, it's just a 2-step equation, so I'm going to add 10 on both sides. That cancels out. I get 4V is equal to 12. And then from here, you divide by 4, and V ends up equaling 3. Okay. just like I was saying before, if I went too fast, or if you didn't quite get all these steps written down, I want you to pause. I want you to go back, and I want you to make sure your paper looks like mine. I'm going to stop right now, and you're going to go on to the next video when you are done. Okay? Okay?